Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome to Phantasy Star Online, episode 1 and 2 Plus. This is one of my favorite Sega series ever. It shows you how much I like it. I have the Phantasy Star Online episode 1 and 2 for the GameCube, and then I have Phantasy Star episode 1 and 2 Plus for the GameCube also, which is the same game, just has some of the content, the DLC content that came online, they just put it onto the disc. Doesn't have all of it, which I'm kind of sad for because there's a lot of stuff that was online that you can't really get anymore because the online mode, I don't think it has support anymore. So we're gonna get in and play here, which, oh, I love this game. It's sad that Phantasy Star Online 2, oh, come on. I need to actually start a file here. It's sad that the series has kind of lost interest here in the United States. The Phantasy Star Online 2 for the newer consoles came out several years ago in Japan and some other countries, but it's never come out here in America, which is really sad because it's kind of like, I mean, there's a lot of people who really like this series and they just kind of never brought it here, which is really annoying and sad, and I'm really distraught and brought down about it. But this is one of my favorite series for a couple of reasons. One, it was one of my first GameCube games. I never had Sega. I never had any consoles before this. The Pioneer Project, a plan born of desperation, conceived in response to imminent destruction of their homeworlds. For some of those who are very diligent and know me really well, I did have. As plans for the evacuation began, unmanned probes were sent into deep space to find a habitable planet when blah blah blah. Pioneer 1 was confirmed that the planet Ragel was a suitable location. The initial colonists start preparing There is no way anyone can read out loud that fast and make it sound good. 7 years later. This was actually this was my very first Let's Play that I ever played. It wasn't on this channel, it was on a channel that I made before this as kind of like a testing ground to see if I could get it to work. And then when I finally started this channel, I didn't want to play this right away because I wanted to Pioneer 2 completed its long voyage with the main wave of refugees aboard. Hold on. This is a cool scene here. I love their, look at that. It's really awesome. Oh, cool. Okay. Shoot the thing, and then shoot the thing, and then that's apparently they communicate with lasers. I don't know why you'd want to communicate with lasers, but it's probably what caused your explosion in the first place. Don't communicate with lasers, it's not a good idea. Actually, never mind. But as Pioneer 2 entered orbit and opened communications link with the central dome, an enormous explosion shook the planet. All contact with thousands of men and women on Pioneer 1 was lost. I'd had a channel to test things out, but when I got to this channel, I didn't want to, this is probably my favorite GameCube game, and I didn't want to play it until I was more comfortable on camera. I wanted to do this game justice. Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. I do have Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 sitting up there. It's a completely different type of game, and we'll get to that after I'm done playing this, whatever. So first off here, we have to choose our character class and race and all that. So this game, there are 3 classes. There's Hunter, Ranger, and Force, and the 3 of them are like melee, ranged attacks, and magic attacks, basically. And then there's 3 races. There's humans, Newmans, and androids. Or, as they're called, Newmans and... Oh, they actually called androids. They're actually called castes. So we have... humans are just basic. They're more physically strong than the other 2. Then you've got Newmans, who are more adept at techniques, which is like the magic type. And then there's robots and androids that have, you know, they have the strongest like physical attack power, but they also regain health over time naturally. And the the Newmans regain magic power over time naturally. On my normal games, when I would usually play as a Fomar here, which is the hardest character to play as because they rely heavily on magic attacks, but their HP and their TP, which is technique points, don't regenerate over time. But for the experience of this game, I will be playing as a Humar, which is the base easiest character to play as, you know, all that. So we're gonna make our character here. We're gonna make skin color. My skin is very pale underneath my red. I have a lot of red, but underneath that is pretty pale. And then we're gonna cycle through the hairstyles here. Oh, look at that, curtains. Spiky hair, great. Ponytail. We've got mohawk with a barcode. Okay. We have afro with sunglasses, of course. We've got the long hair. Then we have just kind of normal hair with a long side. And braided ponytail in the back. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is kind of the hair that I've got right now. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, if I brought this piece down, we'll give myself, I think if I do, whoops. Let's see. I've got pretty dark brown hair now. But it's like brown. It used to be like super red brown, but it's more like, let's see. Oh, come on. No, it's not that dark. It's kind of like that, I think. Yeah, no. Well, we'll leave it at that. And I think I want to do the black costume. This one, or this one. Or maybe this one. I think it's this one. The black costume also, yeah. We'll cycle through all the costumes so you can take a look at them. We've got your standard orange, blue, yellow. It's kind of like a yellowish with a green on it. Green, purple, black, white, and then 2 extra colors. And then there's a second red, which is like a red instead of an orange red. Then another lighter blue, and then this one's like a brownish yellow. And we've got like a teal. And then these are almost the same. Like, there's barely any difference. And then we've got the dark, like the black with the orange, the white. These two always reminded me of like stormtroopers from Star Wars. And then we've got like a gray and another stormtrooper looking one. Yeah. So let's go with, actually I like this one. I like this one. We'll go with that. And the faces change with the skin tone. So I always like to pick a skin tone first and then pick the faces. So we've got, ooh, Scar. Yeah, let's see. Oh, and he's blind too. That's cool. Let's see. I like these first 2. I've got more of these type of eyebrows. Let's go with that. The newer games, the ones that aren't released in America, you can like it's almost like a Sims body creation thing. It's so cool. Okay, I am 6'5", which is not the tallest a person can be, so I'm gonna go like right in here somewhere, maybe. And I'm not super buff, but I'm not chunky either, so probably right about there. That looks good. And I do know that I can't fit all of PolarizedMoon in here, because this is one of those games that has a 12 character limit. So we'll go Polar Moon. How's that? Polar, and then dash M-O-O-N. Perfect. That looks good. Does it look good to you guys? Looks good to me. Alright, we'll confirm that. Awesome. I'm so excited to play this on the channel. Oh, this is so great. I love this game so much. Whew. I've probably started like 6 topics and I haven't gotten around to actually saying anything. Yay, control the little doodad. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I wish this game was a lot more fleshed out than it was, and I wish the newer versions would come to America. Because like Phantasy Star Online Phantasy Star Online 2 episode, I think they're up to episode 4 or something. Are you Polar Moon? I'm the hunter? I'm Principal Tyrell. We have a bad situation. We need to act quickly. Did you hear about the explosion on Ragal? Yes. Yes, I did. I just saw it in a cutscene. You know. Very well. Pay attention and listen to me. We've lost contact with Pioneer 1. We have no idea what has happened. We've sent unmanned search units, but our communications seem to be cut off near the surface. What happened on Ragal? What occurred on Pioneer 1? Are the people on board alive? Council made a decision to send a manned search team. You're a skilled hunter. We need your help. We have no choice. We need a place to settle on. Could you No, it's nothing. Take care and good luck. He wants me to find his daughter. I didn't say anything. Go talk to my secretary. Irene will help you. Okay. Sometimes you can talk to them multiple times and you'll get different dialogue. Well, let me brief you on your mission. Once you're on the surface of Regal, check the status of the residential area. Checking the status of the central dome is a good idea. A transporter was launched earlier. You can go down to Regal directly from the city. It may be a little risky, so please be careful. That is all. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, no, nothing. I wish you the best of luck. But, this is just between us, okay? The principal's daughter was on Pioneer 1. After that explosion, he's been constantly worrying about her. He can't even sleep. This is a personal request, if it's possible. Find out what happened to her. He isn't in a position to ask you such a personal favor. Red Ring Rico? I usually say Rico. I don't actually know how it's supposed to be pronounced. A famous hunter and a top scientist on Pioneer 1. Rico's his only daughter. Please, look for her. Red Ring Raiko is the principal's daughter. I hope she's safe. Alright, and then I can talk to you again? We can't return to our planet. We must emigrate to Regal. If we don't settle on Regal, then we just drift about in space forever. Putting my trust in you. I think he says the same thing. Yeah, he says that twice. Alright, what have you got for me? Our planet was tearing itself apart. We couldn't stop it. So we started researching for a new planet and found Regal with unmanned search units. A huge interstellar transport ship was sent to Regal. That was Pioneer 1. Pioneer 1 confirmed Regal as a suitable location to settle on, and a second ship departed. That was us, Pioneer 2. Oh, sorry, you already knew that. Yeah, that was in the opening crawl. Pioneer 1 and 2 are identical spaceships. Each Pioneer can travel in space holding 3,000 people. That's a lot. Okay, they say that again. When our ship was led by the signal from Pioneer 1 to land on Regal, we saw that strange explosion. Pioneer 2 decided to orbit Regal and collect data before landing on the surface. I was against the immigration. If a planet dies, the people have to die with it, don't you think so? Oh, jeez. It's a little heavy there. I think you're one of the reasons why the planet died in the first place. And we're in our little spinning dome here. Alright, let's go down. Let's go down to the people. And so here's the central area. This is the place you're going to be seeing the most of if you're playing the game. So we've got our check room over here, which is basically our bank. I'm going to deposit my meseta here, which is the currency. And I'm going to deposit my monofluids because I don't need them just yet. I don't have any magic attacks to use. The store is in here. I don't particularly need to buy anything yet because there's nothing in there that's going to be that much better than what I've got. Or that I can pick up on the way down there. One interesting thing to note is that you can actually read the font here. That just says shopping district, and this one says check room. There's some of them that are kind of hard to read. This one's Hunter's Guild. It's pretty obvious that's what it says, but some of the letters are slightly different. So this is where you get your quests and such. This is also over here. This is where the transport into the multiplayer area was. And there's a giant, looks like a giant meseta here in the center. So we'll be talking to her a lot to get our quests to do the gameplay. And we're gonna be doing a lot over here because this is the healing area. If we die, we show up over here. And then this is the transport down to the surface. And we'll do that tomorrow because that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Whew, yeah, great. We did all sorts of stuff today. So either way, that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and favorite if you liked the episode, subscribe if you liked me, good night, and we will start doing some actual plot and gameplay tomorrow. Bye-bye!